All right, boys, market opened. Check your Insta DM. No. Give me 1 second. Are you a femboy? Bro. You guys are so annoying. Okay. We ready? Bro, why are the markets just doing the exact opposite? Bro, to be honest, should we even trade today? Should we just give up? Should we even trade today? Should we give up? Yo, ES is just ripping, NASDAQ is dumping. So like, which one is it, bro? Yo, Bitcoin low-key moving. Like, how is price moving like this, bro? Like, hello? Check the daily time frame. It's bad price action. Obviously. No shit. Like, what is we doing? Like, what is we genuinely doing, bro? Just gonna give up, bro. You're a grown man yawning? I didn't even yawn, bro. Every time you yawn, I could just put my dick down your throat. That's right. That's right, buddy. Every time you yawn, that's what's happening to you. Bro's talking to a miner. Okay, bro. Like, see, you guys can just say anything and just like assume it's true, bro. Well, guess what? I'm a miner, so do something about it. Did you see gold? It skyrocketed. It skyrocketed. Hey, bro, did you check the gold chart? Hey, frequent TJR live viewers, could you guys remind me when the last time I ever opened the gold chart was? Remind me, when was the last time I ever opened the gold chart? When did I ever open the gold chart? When was the last time I opened gold? Never. Exactly. Gold. Nobody wants to trade gold, bro. Nobody wants to trade gold, bro. Nobody wants to trade gold, bro. Nobody. Yo, I wonder if the stock market crashed on 9/11. We should look. When was it? September 11th, 2001? That shit must have tanked, right? Okay, yep, here it is. September 11th, 2001. Wait, that's 2000. Oh, it barely moved. Yo, it barely moved. What? Yo. Wait, did the stock market close? It must have closed on that day, right? Hello? It barely moved. Oh, wow. But the stock market was closed for that entire week. Damn, they opened that week? They opened the next week? High-key quick recovery. But this isn't even that big of a gap, bruh. Yo, this shit's not even that big of a gap. Damn, we can't scroll back. That shit was not even that big of a gap, bro. That shit barely moved down. This was on NASDAQ. You would expect that shit to go down. All right, let's look at what we're supposed to be trading. Oh my God. 9/11 was bullish. I mean, realistically, if you bought after 9/11, that probably was the best decision you've ever made. Okay, guys, I give up, bro. We should just stop. We should quit trading. This is like actually horrible. This is actually horrible, bro. Are you guys even looking at this right now? Literally, bro, literally just quit trading forever, bro. Delete your funded accounts. Give up for forever, bro. Give up forever, bro. Like, it's over. Let's just long, bro. I'm just going to press buy. ES has these highs that are pretty freaking close right here. Bro, if you see $5,000 on the ground, would you grab it? Yes. I'm just going to give up, bro. I quit. I quit trading. Like, it's over, bro. It's because of daily time frame consolidation. Okay, Einstein, then go do something about it, bro. Make the daily candle do something. Make the daily candle do something. Obvious shorts. Yo, give me a signal next time then. Yo, we should just long to these hourly highs. Or I don't know what we should do, because we're making a bearish SMT, but we're also making a bullish SMT. These highs are right here. We made relative equal highs right here, and NASDAQ is dumping down, taking out all of the lows, while ES is going higher. Where are we trying to go?
You can't stop it. Yeah.
Let's just listen to straight dopamine music and imagine we're 5-year-old babies that don't know shit about the stock market. Change the music, bro. I'm literally going to ear rape you with Mike Wazowski, Monsters Inc. if you say some shit like that again. I don't think 5-year-olds were like that. That's literally how I looked in every single picture when I was 5 years old. You're telling me when you guys were 5 years old, you guys don't have pictures of you like this? Change the music, bro. Change the music. Yeah, bro, you're so funny. Mods ban anybody that says the word music, bro. Mods ban literally every single person that says the word music. Ban everyone. I'm not even joking. Ban everybody that says the word music. Ban everyone. Actually, I'll do it, bro. I just banned everyone. I just banned everyone. I just banned literally everyone. No, how are you still talking? I'm banning you. No, hell no, Benjamin Waffles, I'm banning you. Wait, this is actually way better. No chat. No chat. This is actually incredible. Yo. Yo, this is actually amazing. Yo, we should high-key do sub-only mode. We should high-key do sub-only mode. Okay, everybody lock in, bro. If we break structure to the upside, should we just say fucking long? Should we just say fucking long it? Yo, sub-only mode is low-key goated. I can't hold you. Would you pick up $5,000 on the ground if you saw it? Yes, but every time I've tried to pick up $5,000 on the ground, I've gotten gang raped and shot and killed and murdered for literally $100,000. Remember me from high school? I don't know you, bro. You don't know me. Wait, you don't know me. You knew me. That was 2 years ago, shawty. This the real me. High risk, high reward. No, high risk, low reward, bro. Put back sub-only mode, literally. You made fun of a hobo. Bro, he was having the time of his life, bro. He was geeked. And I wasn't making fun of him, I was dancing with him. Let's risk $100,000 for $5,000. Yeah, I was chill on sub-only mode. Yo, if you guys want to talk to me, if you guys want to give me any sort of insight, you guys have to be a sub. Yo, everybody sub up. This is like this is Trader University. Streamer University, but for traders. You have to sub in order for me to acknowledge you. You guys have to drop a sub. You're a grown-ass man wearing a gray shirt. I guarantee you, you're wearing a gray-ass shirt right now. Baby back, bitch. How do I get in touch with the GOAT for business? Just email me at LebronJamesDicksuck69@gmail.com. Yo, W subs. Yo, holy method. Holy method. Yo, W subs in the chat. Yo, W subs. Sub only mode. Yo, sub only mode. Holy shit. We should have had this shit on forever, bro. What the fuck? Yo, sub up. Everybody sub or you're getting banned. Everybody sub or you're getting banned. That's the cost of getting my signals, bro. If you want my signals, you have to sub up or the mods are gonna ban you guys. You're a millionaire. You don't need subs. Tell that shit to Kai Cenat, bro. Tell that to Kai Cenat, bro. Kai Cenat ain't making you guys money either. He's literally just rinsing you guys. He's the market maker, bro. If you went on Twitch, you would have like crazy amount of subs. Should I switch over to Twitch? I'm wide awake. Should I go to Twitch? Multi-stream it? You can't gamble there? Fuck. You look like my big toe. You're so funny, bro. Mods, unsub that guy and ban him. Mods, actually charge his credit card for 500 subs and then ban him, please. Bye, Tyler. I'm going golfing. Finally, a normal individual. Have fun golfing, bro. Yo, what is this? Yo, give up right now, bro. Genuinely give up right now. Genuinely give up right now, bro. If you guys are trying to become a day trader, this is some words of wisdom. Yo, Clippers, clip this. This is some words of wisdom if you guys want to become a day trader in the big 2026. Quit. Price action is horrible. You're never going to take profit. You're never going to pass the funded. You're never going to pass the eval. You're never going to get a payout. This is some bullshit, bro. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you. It's over. It's literally over, bro. This is unreal. This is unbelievable, bro. Down candle, down candle, down candle. And then ES is just doing the exact opposite. Leaves these relative equal highs all the way up here and then wants to inverse this gap to the downside. What are we doing? Taking out all the draws and liquidity to the downside. Like, guys, just give up, bro. Okay, I'm done with trading. W motivation. I wish he was lying, but this is all the truth. Nah, bro, chill. But this is crazy, bro. Should we just trade Asia session? Is that what this came to? Are we just going to trade Asia session? Like what's the game plan here? What's the game plan? Because this is unreal. This is unreal, bro. Create your own session. Honestly, yo, thank you, Trev, for the gifted sub. Yo, W subs in the chat. We're getting hella subs. Yo, W method. I can't sub. I can only gift it. Bro, yes, you can. You can sub. Yo, mods, show them where the sub button is. Yo, W subs in the chat. We're closing in on 300K on Kick. Yo, that's actually W motion. W subs, W subs. Will you suck it for 500 gifted? Bro, I'll suck it for 1 gifted. It's the big button that says sub, literally, bro. Hey, W gifted sub, W gifted sub, W sub, W sub. Oh my, yo, genuinely give up, bros. I think I'm genuine. I actually think we should just log off. No rap cap. Bro, like, what are we supposed to do? Yo, what are we supposed to do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Buy the dip? Bro. Bro, like what? Like, ran bombed again? Are you being serious? Jeez, bro. You're telling me to wait. Why would I wait when all of our draws and liquidity are about to get hit for the day, bro? There's nothing to wait for. Yo, should we just like become like a full-time streamer? Yo, what do streamers do? Wait for 10 a.m. news. Gang, I hate to break it to you, 10 a.m. news ain't doing nothing, bro. 10 a.m. news ain't doing nothing, bro. What is this? Data lows? We already took out data lows on NASDAQ. It's over, bro. Lots of IRLs, bro. Should we just boot up the IRL camera and go like do some shit? This is crazy. Hey, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. W subs. Bro, I gotta become a full-time streamer. This is crazy. I gotta retire. This is unreal. It's a weekly bull flag on NQ. So you're telling me you're gonna take a weekly trade, gang? You're gonna wait a full like 7 to 14 days for your take profit to get hit? Come on, bruh. Asia session's been good. Let's look at Asia session. Yo, Asia session's been great. Okay, so this is the start of Asia session. Yo, Asia session, beautiful. Look at this. Manipulation of the lows. Inverse this gap. Perfect retrace into equilibrium. Break to the upside. Bull run straight to New York highs. I'm gonna trade this shit tonight, bro. Yo, same shit here. Clean sweep straight to New York highs. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Are we just gonna trade Asia session? Should we do another stream for Asia session? I need our winning day. Gang, I hate to break it to you. You ain't getting no winning day. You ain't getting a winning day, bro. You might as well take a losing day. You might as well blow that funded, brother. IRLs in the morning, Asia at night. Literally, bro. It's like quite possibly the only thing that I could think of. Go door dashing, bro. Hell no. Bro hit TP with the amount of subs he's getting? Nah, bro. Let me see how much I've made. I've made $50 from the subs today. Oh, wait. No. It hasn't loaded in yet, but I'm still assuming it's like nothing. I look like you. Check your DMs. Yo, what are you talking about, bro? No. Should we just short down to Asia session lows? Oh man. Long that bitch? Bro, we ain't doing nothing. This is crazy, bro. When will you do IRLs again? TJR Island, bro. TJR Island starts in 5 days. Give me a time, give me a place, I'm on the way. Back it up. Yo. Yo, W subs. This is, yo, like, what do we even do on this, bro? We just long? No, bro, because both the indexes are telling us two different things, bro.
Every time we fall apart, you say you need closure. So give me a time, give me a place, I wanna wait. I can't give up on your love until it is over. Give me a time, give me a place, I wanna wait. Every time we fall apart, you say you need closure. Give me a time, give me a place, I wanna wait.
Oh, man.
I can't give up on your love until it is over. So give me a time, give me a place, I wanna wait.
Yo, like, what is this, bro? It's actually cooked, bro. Actually comical, bro.
The things people do. Does it hurt to see all the things they put you through? Should I stay here and live like this and have to tell my kids about the things that they have missed? When you pass me on the street, do I turn and run?
What do we do?
Talk to you just like I've always done. Are you
Oh, man. Genuinely, what do we do, bro?
Has it become too hard to admit the truth? You hear it every day. This world's become
so strange.
Don't be afraid to say something has got to change. Open your eyes and see the possibility. To think of what will be is just too much for me. Can't think
What would boot camp TJR do right now? Literally snap his monitor in half and throw his PC in the pool.
No matter how I try, nothing I can do. You want the best from me, but will I get the best from you? Are you happy? Are you satisfied? Am I the reason for all the tears that you have cried? You hear it every day. This world's become so strange. Don't be afraid to say something has got to change. Open your eyes and see the possibility. To think of what will be is just too much for me. Can't take it anymore. What are we fighting for? No peace or harmony. It's just too much for me. What do we have in store? What are we living for? This fear of misery.
Trump isn't speaking, it's Warsh.
It's just too much for me.
Guys, I'm just gonna give up, bro. I'm just gonna give up. You low-key could get a short here, but what about ES, bro? ES just inverse this bearish gap. But NASDAQ is maintaining the bearish gaps. Let's see if we break structure to the downside right here. Because technically, if we break to the downside, that would be bearish. All right, we broke to this downside on ES, nothing on NASDAQ.
Morning. Today the committee welcomes Chairman Kevin Warsh for his first semi-annual monetary policy hearing since taking office. I know it's been 7 weeks, but it probably feels like a couple of years. We are really happy to have you with us and really excited about the direction of the Fed. Today is about how the Fed is serving the American people and how Chairman Warsh is working to combat years of mission creep at the Fed and restoring the Fed's credibility, especially to the general public. The decisions that the Fed makes affect everyday life in South Carolina and around our country. For example, those decisions affect the mortgage payment a couple is trying to afford, the credit card bill a single mom is trying to pay down, and the decisions a small business owner makes about whether they can afford a loan or not. Frankly, the Fed even has impact on the interest rate environment. As you know, Ranking Member and I spent over a year working on a housing bill that will actually
So we broke
help
structure to
us
the downside,
increase
then
housing
broke
supply,
back to the upside.
help us expedite the process of building a house through NEPA reform. It'll create more diversity in housing selection at the end, the removal of the chassis requirement. These are important issues that will make housing affordability incredibly easier but it will never get to the main point of interest rates. Interest rates is something that you control that we don't control. We want you to follow the facts, however, because that is really important for the long-term durability of our economy. But in North Charleston, where I grew up, families do not talk about monetary policy, Kevin. They just don't talk in those terms. But they fully understand the principle that when prices rise faster than paychecks, it's really hard to make their ends meet. That is why affordability must be at the center of our conversation. The Federal Reserve has a mandate to pursue and promote a strong labor market through maximum employment and stable prices. Those are serious responsibilities, and I'm glad that you are the man for the job and you've taken it seriously. They require clear thinking, steady leadership, and the commitment to follow the data, no matter the political ramifications. It also requires understanding the forces shaping our economy, including AI's impact on jobs, wages, productivity, and prices. Independence is not a slogan. It is a responsibility. And the best way for the Fed to protect its independence is to stay focused on its mission. For too many years, the Federal Reserve drifted into issues outside of its core responsibilities, and America paid a price for it. Mission creep makes the Fed less accountable and undermines public trust. I am encouraged by the steps that you are taking to reform our central bank. That starts with a more disciplined approach to how the Fed communicates, moving away from overly detailed predictions about where interest rates might be going in the next several months is a helpful step to make sure the Fed is able to adapt when conditions change. Families, small businesses, and markets are better served when the Fed follows the data in front of them, not a forecast that may change in an instant. Less guessing and more discipline will help the Fed stay flexible, credible, and focused. The 5 independent task forces that you set up also sends a very important signal that the Fed is willing to start from its core principles and pursue thoughtful reforms to deliver on its statutory mandate. You and I had a quick conversation before walking in here, and I wanted to note that I think that the working groups are fantastic. Frankly, I think that the composition of the working groups are really important. One of the things that we talked about was a balance sheet working group. I must concede that I'm a fan of Abraham Lincoln's approach of these team of rivals, and it seems like you have Jeremy Stein, you might know Jeremy, from Harvard, as well as the former governor of the India Central Bank, Mr. Rajan. They have very nicely put competing approaches and philosophies about the balance sheet. But if you're going to be intellectually honest, you need to have a serious debate about what direction to go and, frankly, how to get there. And so I'm really excited about what you're doing there, and I look forward to hearing how that works out for you, for the Federal Reserve, and more importantly, for the American people, because unwinding a balance sheet the size that we have today is going to take a deliberate effort that will have to be paced properly, not to create instability and volatility in our market. So thank you for taking that seriously. As AI reshapes the economy, the Fed should understand its impact on jobs, productivity, and prices, and the financial system without using technological change to expand its mandate. That same discipline should guide the Fed's approach to bank regulation. The U.S. banking system is sound and resilient, but we cannot take that for granted. Preserving that strength requires regulation and supervision that are clear, appropriately tailored, and focused on real risks. According to the July 2026 Monetary Policy Report, bank capital is near historically high levels. As the Fed finalizes Basel III Endgame and other capital rules, it should pursue better calibrated requirements that preserve resilience without unnecessarily restricting lending. When capital is stuck on the sidelines, a family in Irmo, South Carolina may find it very difficult to get a mortgage. A small business
Ain't
may
nobody
find
give
it
a
hard
fuck
to
about
get a
South
loan.
Carolina, bro.
A community bank may spend more time satisfying Washington than serving its own customers. That is why this committee will continue pressing for regulations that protect the system without cutting off access to credit. I want the Fed to be very successful. We need the Fed to be successful. Prices become more stable when your job is done well. Markets gain confidence, wages grow, and more families have the opportunity to save, invest, buy a home, and live their version of the American dream. Welcome today. Ranking member, floor is yours.
Thank you,
Boring.
Mr. Chairman, and welcome back, Mr. Warsh. So about
Welcome back,
2
Mr.
months
Warsh.
ago, you appeared in front of this committee for your nomination hearing, and you refused to answer basic factual questions.
Yo,
I
this-
assume because you were afraid of contradicting President Trump.
Yo, this bitch
Your
is
answers during the
yapping
hearing were
again.
so
Yo, the
troubling
black dude just
that
be
this
sucking dick
committee
and this girl just be
had
hating.
a party line vote for Fed chair for the first time ever in our history. You were confirmed by the Senate in the tightest vote for a Fed chair
Shut the fuck
in U.S.
up,
history.
bro.
So you now
Bro, just
face
tell us
an
whether to
uphill
long or
battle
short,
to show that
please.
you have the independence needed to run America's central bank and to serve American families and not just President Trump and his billionaire friends. Now, President Trump's
And his
corruption
billionaire
and
friends.
failed
Bro, we're all trying to
economic
become
agenda
billionaires. Tell us
is
whether to long
raising
or short that
costs
bitch.
across the board. Inflation has kept real wages from growing for the third consecutive month. That means in the Trump economy, families are falling behind with less to spend every day that goes by. High interest rates are making mortgages, auto loans, and credit cards more expensive. More and more people are falling behind on their bills. 95% of Americans believe that the U.S. is suffering an affordability crisis, while President Trump continues to call affordability a hoax, telling Americans their concerns about the cost of living are made up. Lower interest rates would provide some relief to families, but the Fed hasn't lowered interest rates and may be forced to raise rates even more, all because of one man, President Trump.
Oh my
Now,
God,
President
it's so
knows
boring.
this. So instead of changing course, he wants to take over the Fed.
Course? Yo, buy my course, buy my course. Yo, course, buy my course. Yo, mods, drop a link in the chat. Drop a link in the chat. Yo, buy my course. Buy my course. Yo, mods, drop the link in the chat. W ad. Yo, drop it. Drop the link. Buy the
You
course.
have to lower interest rates. Now, for your part, you were the only member of the last Fed meeting who declined to submit economic projections that are supposed to show how the Fed's decisions under your leadership are likely to affect American consumers and American workers. People might look at that and conclude that you don't want to tell the truth about inflation under Trump. Trump may have you in his pocket, but he will not stop until he controls the Fed. And he
bitch
just
is
needs one more
hating,
seat
bro.
to do that. And that's why he has had his Department of Justice open bogus criminal investigations into
Bogus?
both Governor Lisa
Bro,
Cook and former
shut
Chair
up.
Jerome Powell.
Oh, my
and that is
God.
why he illegally tried to fire Fed Governor Cook. His own Supreme Court recently blocked the firing, at least for now, but Trump has vowed to try again to fire Governor Cook. The fight for control is a fight over interest rates, but it is also about corruption. President Trump likes to play king, and the Fed offers many appealing opportunities for the president to enrich himself while he fleeces the American people. Start with crypto. Trump's family crypto company is World Liberty Financial, the centerpiece of the crypto enterprise that let him rake in $1.4 billion.
That's crazy.
in
I'm not gonna lie. W rug
2025
pull.
alone.
Yo, W
Now
rug
it
pull
is
from
for-
Trump. Trump with the W rug pull. That boy made 1.4 billion on us, bruh. W rug pull. Yo, buy Ansem
He
instead.
could seek special
Buy Ansem.
privileges from the Federal Reserve to juice its own profits, like a master account that would give Trump's own company direct access to the Fed's core payment rails. And there's more. If he can control the Fed, Trump could threaten to revoke banks' access to Fed services if they refuse to do his bidding.
Banks'
He could
access.
hijack the Fed's extraordinary powers to bail out financial markets, making
Bro,
sure that he
should we just
rewards
long
his
this shit right
friends
now?
and punishes his enemies in a crisis. And you better bet that Trump will turbocharge the Wall Street deregulation that is already underway, juicing mega bank profits and CEO bonuses, knowing that American taxpayers will be on the hook once again if there's another devastating financial crash.
Bro.
Congress and the American people will be watching closely whether you serve the public or whether you become yet another instrument of Donald Trump's corruption. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yo, see,
ma'am.
she's got the president's dick in her mouth, bruh.
Thank you for being with us.
She
The
literally
floor is
said,
yours.
"Thank you, Mr.
5 minutes.
President."
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member Warren, other members of the committee, good morning. It's a privilege to join you. It's my first appearance before this panel as chairman.
Just say
and I'm
long that
particularly
bitch, bro.
honored to represent my superb colleagues from across the Federal Reserve System. In submitting the monetary policy report, I can't help but think of a long line of central bank chiefs who came before the Congress in keeping with the Federal Reserve Act, and I can't help but think of the best of the Fed's traditions.
Yo, the
As a
indexes,
country,
the indexes
we
are
just-
dead ass telling us two opposite directions. NASDAQ filled this gap, broke structure to the downside, and respecting this. ES broke structure to the downside, now just broke structure to the upside. ES is telling us it wants these highs. NASDAQ is telling us it wants these lows. Like, come on, bro.
Some forms of communication, including some that the ranking member referenced, are discretionary.
Literally just give up,
but not
bro.
this one, and for good reason. It's a prudent and wisely conceived obligation designed to keep the Fed responsible, accountable, and faithful to the mandate that you gave us of full employment and price stability. These obligations are of a piece with the Fed's rightful independence in the conduct of monetary policy. Today, we're at a hinge point in history. It's up to each of us, myself included, to meet this moment. The Fed's number one objective is to get monetary policy right. That's our clear and constant aim, the star by which we steer by.
Bro,
And
like,
if we
there's
get
just
policy
no
right,
proper direction
and we
of
will,
this.
the inflation surge of
Imagine
the last
if
5
imagine if
years
Trump
will be
tweets
a
right
thing
now,
of the
like,
past.
yo, showed up and
Just a
long that
month ago,
bitch.
I chaired my very first FOMC meeting. My colleagues and I recognize that high inflation has been an undue burden on American households and businesses. And while monthly fluctuations are inevitable, especially in an unsettled world, underlying inflation over longer-term horizons is determined largely by monetary policy. As I've said before and will say today, inflation is a choice. The members of our committee have no tolerance for persistently elevated inflation, and we share a resolute commitment.
Like, there's just
to
no
restore
way.
price
Like, there's just
stability.
no winning, bro.
That was our focus when we met a month ago, at which we decided to hold the target range in the federal funds rate at 3.5 to 3.75%. Naturally, our work at the Fed demands a proper reading of economic conditions. As you might have seen in our report, economic activity is expanding at a solid pace, showing resilience in the face of recent developments. Household consumption growth is moderate, and manufacturing output has moved up steadily this year. The housing sector, however, strikes a different note. It gives a different picture and continues to lag. I want to highlight the most striking feature of our economy right now, and it's business investment. It is a surge in capital expenditures. Compare that to what we've seen for a long, long period of financial engineering. This is a better situation. The rapid pace of CapEx, which appears to be accelerating, reflects in large part the construction of infrastructure, including in and around AI and the immense demand for AI-related equipment and software. Investment in equipment overall increased about 8% for the year in the first quarter. Within that category, high-tech spending logged an especially impressive growth rate of about 25%. We don't yet know the extent to which the economy will benefit from this build-out. Yet it seems inevitable, at least to me, that what is now called AI investment will soon just be called investment. Even so, new opportunities for the economy introduce new challenges for policymakers. We at the Fed are monitoring the implications for the inflation and for the labor market. That brings me to the supply side of the economy, a
NASDAQ
subject
hit those
worthy of equal
lows.
attention, where productivity growth has been strong And I'll note that this productivity
ES has
growth
triple equal highs
predates
here.
gains from AI adoption. America's labor force appears to be broadly stable. Job creation has kept pace with the workforce. The unemployment rate low and has changed little, quite frankly, over the last year. We're seeing relatively few layoffs and only slight variance in the rate of job vacancies. Solid growth in nominal wages, too. I've been heartened by the welcome I've received and by the encouragement of my colleagues. We have a duty to point the institution forward,
Like, look at
to take
the
a fresh
difference
look at
between
current
the two of
practices,
these. Like, what are you
to make
actually
sure
supposed to
we're
do?
serving our objectives, and we're going about it systematically. As the chairman referenced, I appointed a task force in each of 5 areas that are central to the conduct of monetary policy. I'll just reference them and close. First, Fed communications. Second, our balance sheet policy. Third, our use of existing data. Fourth, productivity and jobs.
Why didn't
and
you
finally,
short?
the
Because
Fed's inflation
ES is
framework. Our
literally
purpose here is to make
2
better
seconds away from
decisions
tapping
in the
these
conduct
highs,
of
bro.
monetary policy and put these years of high
He's
inflation
stupid to
behind
short.
us. We are the Federal Reserve, Mr. Chairman, and as determined as ever to fulfill our mission. Thank you, and I welcome
Beautiful
your questions.
shorts. Bro,
Thank you, Chairman. Each member will have
mean-
5 minutes to ask questions and get answers, and I'll start that off. And I'll start off with your working groups. I think credibility equals transparency. And the names that I've seen on your working groups, from Doug McMillian, former CEO of Walmart, to Mark Andreessen on productivity and AI, tells me that you're serious about getting real-world experience and expertise involved in making decisions at the Fed. I want to give you just a minute of my time to walk us through perhaps 1 or 2 pieces of that, as we talked about the importance of having contrast on the committee, on the working groups. Really important from my perspective. I think it lends itself to having more confidence in the Federal Reserve. I want to
All
give
right,
you a
bro.
minute to talk
Just give
about
up.
one part of it, and then I want to move quickly to AI.
All right.
just give up, bro. Just give up, bro. No trade day for me. No trades today. No trades today for me. Just give up, bro. Just give up. I told you shorts. Bro, like, I'm going to keep it a buck. Actually, no, I'm not even going to keep it a buck. Whatever makes you feel good, bro. I'm glad that you hit on your shorts. Whatever makes you feel good. But yeah, bro. I'm not trading this shit. I'm not trading this shit. Thank you for the gifted sub. I'm not trading this shit. Appreciate y'all. We're hopping off here. No trade day for me. This week has been ass, dog. This week has been ass. So, yeah, I guess we'll just have to. That was your strategy? I mean, my strategy does not tell me to short when the other index is lining up for longs. So, there's a reason why I didn't take a trade today. Anyways, boys, I appreciate y'all. Gonna hop off here. Today was a fucking mess. At least we didn't lose. No trade day. Appreciate y'all.